To type or not to type? That is the question. I don't know. I don't really know what I feel. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Bri and welcome to my channel. So today is going to be kind of just like a park and bark type of video. Mainly because that's kind of what this topic calls for, but also because I don't really know where I stand on this topic. It's a very conflicting topic, I guess you could say. There's many differing opinions about it in the industry. I just kind of am going to use this video to kind of talk through my feelings, talk about it. You can form your own opinions from it, and we'll kind of see where this video takes us. And that topic is the dreaded type out. Now, if you don't know what a type out is, it's basically something that's used a lot in the entertainment industry during auditions, especially here in New York, just because there are so many people and we don't got time to see everyone today. So a type out is used to basically weed out the amount of auditioners, so the casting directors are only seeing the people they actually want to have in consideration for the roles or whatever they're casting for. So a type out can be done multiple ways. You can type based on look, you can type based on ability, you can type based on resume or credits. So it's kind of up to the casting director of what they want to do that day, or what they're auditioning for and what it calls for. So I have been through every single type of type out listed. I've done some really weird type outs that don't make any sense. I've been typed out for things that you shouldn't even type for because there's so many different things you're looking for. But I've kind of been through it all. So I think I have the ability to kind of talk about that, tell you my experience, and we can kind of figure out, is it worth the type out? Are type outs good? Should everyone type out? Should you not type out? Give everyone a chance, and we'll kind of figure it out. So one of the biggest companies that does a type out on almost every audition is Disney. And I've auditioned for Disney so many times. I've been through so many different type outs. And for them, I would say it is worth it because Disney is such a big company and they grab such a large audience and a large portion of auditioners that they know what they're looking for. They've auditioned for these things so many times. They know the type they're looking for. So for them to type out, I think it does make sense. Now for Disney, they normally do either a look type out or an ability type out. So the look type out, I see this mainly happens in Florida, in Orlando when they do their lookalike calls, because their lookalike calls there get literally 500 people by 8 a.m. So how they'll do it is that they will bring in groups of 100, you'll line up in rows of 10, and they put on some fun music, and you literally just smile at them. And they'll stare at you, and it's kind of awkward, but you just smile at them, and they'll look at you, they'll look at your picture on your little form, or your Disney audition profile, and just kind of go down the line. Once they get through the 10, they'll say, okay, next. You'll switch lines and get through the whole 100, and then after they do a group, they basically call off like 5 numbers to stay, and everyone else, they say, thank you so much, you are free to go for the day. So that's kind of how they do it, which it doesn't always make sense, or like, you don't know like why you didn't get picked. Obviously, you just probably didn't have the look of what they were going for that day, but for those type of auditions, I think it makes a lot of sense because there are some people that go to these auditions that I'm like, girlfriend, you look nothing like Cinderella. You do not need to be at the Cinderella call. Like, what are you doing here? And of course, like, you could be like the perfect Jasmine, but if they're not looking for Jasmine that day and they're not listing that they're looking for Jasmine, like, there's no point in you going. So, like, just don't waste your time. They don't want to waste their time or anyone else's time. So that's one thing that's really nice about Disney, is they are super efficient with all of their auditions because they know they are going to get a lot of auditioners and they know how to like get through those people and not waste anyone's time. The other type of type out that Disney does is an ability type out. So I see this a lot with their cruise line call, different like character calls. And I actually did an ability type out this past week for a lookalike call for one of their parks overseas. So that'll usually involve a dance call of some sort, where they just want to see how you move. Maybe their characters are supposed to be more trained dancers they're looking for, or they want to see how you can animate, or just pick up basic movement, how you can take corrections and pick up choreography quickly. So that does happen a lot, where it might start like super simple to just weed out anyone that can't handle really simple movement, and then they'll do a harder combination to kind of weed more people out from there, which I usually really like those type outs when I usually do pretty well at them. But I think it's always just fun because then you feel like you've actually like done something today. You're not just like getting there and immediately being sent home. You're actually working for like to like get that spot or to like get past the cut. So I really like those. There's always like a typical, like, especially for the cruise line, like you know exactly what that type out is gonna be. It's always like a simple like across the floor, takes about 2 seconds to teach, a little like start in B plus and a step, Batma step, prep, double pirouette, step, shane step, calypso step, shane, walk, walk, repeat every time in some sort of order of that sort. So that's kind of frustrating, like when you like know the combination really well because you've done it so many times and they still don't keep you. But that's just something you kind of learn from there, that it's like, I know I'm not going to do well at this, I'm not going to waste my time. But yeah, that's Disney, so that's kind of what they do. But obviously like Disney has like very specific things they're looking for, so you can't really like get mad about that. If you're like you're not the right look, you're not the right look. The other type of type out that there is the credits or a resume type out, where basically the casting director will collect your headshots and resumes, and they're gonna make the cut simply based on your look of your headshot and by reading your resume and seeing the credits you've already done. So this is not my favorite type out. I really don't like when people do this because, like, for me, I'm someone that I feel like I don't have the best credits on my resume. Like, I don't have like national tours and cruise lines like up the wazoo, like, but I know like when I come in the room, I deliver like a lot of personality, I deliver a good performance, so it's like something I usually really like to just like, let me show you what I can do type of thing. And also like your resume doesn't say like too much about you, like they may have like your credits or whatever, which may like look really nice, but like you can't tell like how people are in person like based on their resume. You also like, not everyone like has a great day like every audition, so it's like you can have these amazing credits, but then you could just like bomb the actual audition when you go in the room, and then it's like, well, that was kind of like a waste of their time. They kept you past everyone and now you like didn't even do well. So the one thing that is nice about that type of type out is that usually they'll give you your headshots and resumes back if you do not make it past the cut. So at least that's nice, that you're not like wasting a headshot and resume. Whereas if you do any of the other kinds of type outs, you're usually not going to get your headshot and resume back. But I went through a resume type out, I remember last audition season, and I was cut. Like, I didn't make it past the type out, but it was for freaking Shrek. I was like, how can you do a type out for Shrek? There are so many different roles and like characteristics and like things you're looking for. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's kind of where I don't like the type out, because I'm like, you shouldn't even be typing. Like, there's so many different things you're looking for, and I could be perfect for something that you're not even considering me for because you don't like what's on my resume. Like, whatever. So I guess that's where I'm like really conflicted, because I'm like, I'm the person that's like, I want to prove to you what I can do in the room, and I know I'm a great person to work with and I'm gonna have a fun personality, but it's like my resume may not like show that to you. Or then like an ability type out, like that at least like you kind of like work for it. And the look type out is the look type out. I'm actually getting pretty good with the look type out, that I can kind of figure out what they want. Especially for Disney, I audition for Disney a lot. So I kind of know how I have to do my hair and makeup to like look really nice that day, and what they're kind of looking for, make sure I'm animating all the time, and just like from doing it so much, so that's really nice. I guess I like the type out because I'm like, I don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste my time, like if you don't like me, you don't like me, let me go. But then I'm conflicted because I'm like, but let me like show you what I can do. Also, a lot of times now, like with shows, they're trying to do like colorblind casting or just like mix up traditional casting of what that show has done in the past. So like you may not look like the type of person that would get cast in this role like in like previous years or previous productions, but like you could actually be really perfect for it if they look at it in a new light. So like that's also where typing like doesn't really work, because then you're kind of like weeding out people that could actually be perfect for the role if you like take it in a new spin or just like use a different like criteria, like whatever. But also for me, it's like I travel so far into this city that it's like if I were to go in and then get typed out, like I'd be pissed, because it's like I came all this way in and now I'm just gonna trek on back home and I don't even get to audition, because like I'm not gonna wait around all day for EPAs. There's not always like a ton of auditions going on that like I'd be really interested in. I wish there was a thing of like, if you were gonna do a resume type out, you could just like submit your headshot and resume like to that casting director and like online before the audition, and they could tell you then and there if they're gonna keep you or not. So then you only get, it's almost like an invited like open call, like, which actually I've done that before. I have done that before. So like that is also a thing, that there's an invited open call that you submit via email or whatever to the casting director or the company, and then they'll invite you to audition if they like you. That actually happened to me with a chorus line. I got to an invited open call because they liked my look or liked my resume or something like that. And then I got to go to the dance call and go and do that. So that's also a thing with a type out. That is really smart. That is, I feel like, how you should do the headshot and resume type out, not how some other companies do it. But I guess if you're in New York, like, you can just like hop on home and go to bed or go to work. For me, it's like a little annoying. I guess overall I do like a type out. I guess that's what I'm deciding on, because it doesn't waste people's time. It's like when I'm in the audition room and I'm seeing people that I'm like, you are not right for this. Why are you here? You could be very talented, but I'm like, you are not what they're looking for. Like, you're wasting your time. Like, I feel bad for those people. So yeah, I guess I do like a type out. This video was really helpful. I'm glad I made this, because this actually made up my decision that I do like a type out. Type outs are good. But if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. You can also comment. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Live, love the type out. Bye!